Okay, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cast Me Outside with Aaron Scholl. I'm your host, Aaron Scholl. Today's date is January 31st, 2025, guys. Year of the cheeseburger. Oh, I might have missed it last episode. Whatever, let's fucking go. Almost went through a month without drinking. I guess tomorrow will be the beginning of a month, of the second month without drinking. I guess if I can get to like a really good point where having, I don't know, I was going to say if I can get to a point where like having a beer isn't the end of the world and it saves me from awkwardness or allows me to just, be a part of the moment that does involve drinking, the going for a drink. Like there's nothing like, right? If it's not that big of a problem, then why am I abstaining or being so strict? But hey, I should feel good about not drinking for a month. That is fucking awesome. I feel pretty good, or at least I did before I got sick on Wednesday, which was crazy, and I'm still shook up from that. So I'll hide my crazy ears. I got to have my crazy ears. Shouldn't just flex them. I remember being a little kid and being like so embarrassed of my ears. You have like the skinny head, and then they gave me like a baseball cap for my little league team. And I just remember my ears just straight Dumboing. And I was like, can I tuck these in and hide my big floppy ears? Self-consciousness, dude. And it's funny how it goes. It's like those points where I thought my skinny thighs were big, and I was self-conscious of them. And now, as a man, I'm like, I have skinny thighs, and I'm self-conscious for them. Like, before they were too small. Before they were too big. Now they're too small. I was like, are you ever just gonna accept yourself? Are you ever just gonna love yourself? But yeah, coming off the sickness and just like the emotional instability that comes with that, it really is like a reminder of how important it is to be taking care of yourself. It's like, okay, you lose a little bit of sleep, you lose a little bit of like health, like you're not at 100% after being sick. It's like, oh, that makes you crankier. It's like, oh, that makes you a little bit more emotional, and it's a little bit of a reminder. Reminds me of basically how things got bad in my last relationship, like just not managing literally my sleep and my tiredness and my emotion and my state, and allowing these moments of being less than ready for life, and allowing myself to push through, and these moments devolved into unproductive ones, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm back. I went to school, man. I went to fucking work today. Got through it. Sat down most of the day because your boy, it was almost like any minute now this table could turn. It wasn't that bad, but there was like one or two moments where I was like, oh God, my digestive system, it's working overtime. But I've kept everything down since yesterday. So hopefully we are on the other side. I didn't take my supps this morning, but I took them after work because I figured, hey, might as well try them. I feel like I didn't have any withdrawals or any noticeable effects of not taking them. But obviously I'm like in freaking survival mode, just trying to get from point A to point B. So and point A is the start of the work week, and point B is bed, or start of the work day, excuse me. So I'm just trying to get to fucking bed, wake up anew, refreshed. I have to deal with not being as emotionally regulated as I would want to, so I have to deal with all the emotions, which sucks. But we had last episode got a lot of clicks. Didn't get a lot of watch time, but that's on me. Need to start maybe being more ruthless. Maybe being more view and click oriented. There's a part of me that's like, I just want to do it my way. And there's another part of me that's like, you can be making this actually work. And it's like, doing things just to be good at them, or I don't know. Let me finish that thought. Doing things just to be good at them is bad or something. But no, I think maybe exploiting negative situation for your own gain is bad. But finding stuff people want to watch that isn't like exploitative, I think that's probably a line I could walk. It's like, maybe I just fear the success. You're purposely sabotaging yourself because you fear the success. Hey, worth digging into. That's certainly a theme of certain people's lives. And I would hear the argument that it is a theme of mine, having a firsthand experience with it. But whatever, we're here. It's Friday, first month of the year in the book. We did okay this month. Still kind of entering a brave new world of my life post this relationship, so whatever. I'm glad I have cast me outside and what little relationships I have. I got a text from a friend today because I didn't go to comedy last night. That felt good. Be checked in on. Thumbs up. But yeah, let's do advice early. Let's get into advice. Let me pull it up here. 15-year-old got smacked on the butt by my mom. He then slapped her hard across the face, claiming it was SA, which means sexual assault. They are at an impasse. All right, off the headline, 15 is too old to be smacking someone on the butt. That ends at like 11 or 12. As far as it being sexual assault, that's just... See, and I hate to be like violence, but this sort of weird, I don't know, holding people ransom by like completely misframing what happened, into like framing it into something that's potentially like illegal or like so morally like disgusting, like that sort of shit is it's gross. It's manipulative, and it's something to be like expected by a 15-year-old. But let's go into it. My friend is a single mom. She called me yesterday to unload about an incident that happened this week. Her son, 15, is on the spectrum, but high functioning. Earlier this week, he actually made some food for himself, an omelet. Great, but he left the kitchen in a mess. His mom asked him to clean up the mess he made. He started doing this badly, just smearing mess around and not really cleaning. So she tried to show him what to use and how to do it properly. He got snarky and was purposefully not doing it how she asked him. So she smacked him once on the butt, kind of playfully, and asked him to do it properly. Oh man, the playfulness. Playful butt smack. Hey, yeah, I know. I get it. Get your butt into gear, is probably what the mom said. Yeah, I know. There's a lot here. Kids on the spectrum, high functioning on the spectrum. So mask up and be normal, buddy. Make your omelet. Clean it up like a normal person. Make it look good. But yeah, what to do? Do you smack your kid? Is it safe to say some kids respond better to being smacked than others? Probably. Okay, so this is like a million times milder than I thought it was. I really just skimmed the headline and read some of the middle bits. I didn't read this entire setup. I thought, like, it was a bend you over your knee, like you're fucking in trouble, like a couple swift smacks to the ass, like think about what you did. And, that didn't make a ton of sense given that he's 15, but still, that's kind of what my mind went to. And the fact that it was like kind of a like heartwarming or a much lighter scenario where things weren't at a 9 or a 10 emotionally. Things were like maybe he was like at a 6, a little bit annoyed. Maybe she was at like a 4, a little bit annoyed, or maybe those numbers were switched. So that makes his response ridiculous. So let's go back a sentence. He got snarky and was purposefully not doing it how she asked him. So she smacked him once on the butt, kind of playfully, and asked him to do it properly. He immediately turned and slapped her across the face. He is saying the fully closed smack on the butt was sexual assault, and she needs to apologize for SAing him. Okay, that's like crazy. And this is like kind of my point a lot of times because this comes up a lot, but the internet, like, reducing speech, like you can't say rape, so then it becomes sexual assault, and then you can't say sexual assault, and it becomes SA. It's like, it's not helping the conversation by like limiting your ability to talk about it, and then to have to curtail your speech around the robots that are listening or scanning the internet for certain types of language that they deem not safe for work is even creepier. So whatever. Yeah, dude, the kid's in the wrong, and it's almost, I hate to say fight violence with violence, but it's almost like, what the hell is wrong with you, boy? Now you're gonna really get smacked. But yeah, that's like kind of where my instinct goes, which is bad. Obviously hitting a kid. I mean, this is a 15-year-old kid, but the 15-year-old kid slapped his mother. So maybe that at that age you kind of learn the hard way of what happens when you hit a woman. You get your ass kicked. So let alone your own mother. And then he's trying to like dig his heels in and take the moral high ground by saying what she did was like sexual or inappropriate in that manner. It's like, oh my god, this is a 2-for-1 life lesson because you're doing 2 horrific things. Okay, let's continue. She has apologized for smacking his butt and upsetting him, but won't apologize for SA, as it definitely was not that at all from her perspective. Yeah, exactly. And this like manipulating an event, interpreting it, framing it as the worst horrible thing to like win a petty argument. Yeah, it's like, okay, maybe a smack on the butt. Yeah, like people don't like that. Sure, you can ask for that not to happen again. But you fucking turned a mountain into a molehill, or the other way around. You turned a molehill into a mountain, and now you're in a world of fucking shit, boy. And you probably should be. She's very upset by the stance he is taking, calling it SA, and by the slap in the face he gave her. This was the first time something like that happened. Oh, she is very upset. I don't know if I said he or she, but whatever. Yeah, of course. She has also revoked his Wi-Fi privileges for the face slap, for which he has not and will not apologize. Like, okay, yeah. So, like, is he getting more and more autistic as the story goes on, or less and less? I think he's getting more. He's getting less functioning and less functioning. She's very upset by the stance he is taking, calling it SA, and by the slap in the face he gave her. This was the first time something like that happened. Okay, we read that. He is now refusing to be in the same room as her and will not engage in any communication at all other than a chalkboard in the kitchen, and is making demands that she get up extra early and leave the house before he gets up and starts his day so he doesn't have to see her in the morning. She is understandably refusing to do this. Yeah, dude. You gotta get a man in there to scare him. Single mom. Hate to see it. Kid turned up weird because he didn't have a dad. Okay. All right, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But it's funny. Made me chuckle. Yeah, and I want you to, and give me your credit card, Mom, because I'm never talking to you again, and I'm never eating your stupid food, and I'm never cooking again, because this is what happens when I cook. I get smacked in the butt, and then I beat the shit out of you, and then you're mad at me because it's all your fault. So how about you just get your ass up early in the morning so I don't have to look at you? I don't know, man. Is this like how things snowball? It's like an autumn, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're emancipated and you're living out on the street. Good luck. Let's see how high functioning you are now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how to deal with people with autism in this much of a ridiculous situation. War of attrition, obviously, like, he's 15. Fuck him. You ain't got no rights, boy. That ass is grass. No, your ass is getting smacked. There ain't nothing you can do about it. No, but yeah, if he has a shitty month, it's a shitty month of his 15-year-old life, where you're like a mom, you're the head of the household, you have to run shit. So don't let him dictate the rules. That's where my gut goes. And yeah, also, like, army guy to yell at him. Is there someone who will do that? Like the drill sergeant from Metal Gear Solid. Is that how you say it? Well, Full Metal Jacket? Metal Gear Solid. Hey, yo. Say you're a gamer without saying you're a gamer, bro. Yeah, from Full Metal Jacket. Get him to go in there and yell at his tismy ass. Just a suggestion. He's like writing notes on the chalkboard. Has like ran out of G Fuel. Still think you're a bitch. Signed, Eric. It's like, Mom, get more Doritos. I still can't believe you essayed me. It's like, and make me an appointment for therapy for this essay. Hey, this is the generation that the past 10 years has gotten us. Thanks, Obama. Okay, here's the update. Thanks to whatever. The butt smack was an out of character move. She's usually a let's talk it out type mom. I think it's why it shocked him and led to that reaction. Sorry, bro. You lost a point on your functioning scale for hitting your mom. I spoke to the kid and helped him see things from an alternative perspective. It's like, yeah, dude, you're making a mess. And you're being purposefully incompetent when you're capable of so much more. You could be so high functioning. He had time to cool off and actually agreed that he knows his mom didn't mean it in a sexual way. And yes, he is being a bit of an asshole at the time. And yes, he was being a bit of an asshole at the time. All right, cool. Mom messaged me a little while ago to say they've since spoken and apologized to each other and called a peaceful truce. All is well again in their household. All right, a little bit of a little temper tantrum. There we go. A teeny bit of a temper tantrum. Damn it, I almost got it right. Tantric sex. Oh my God, Freudian slip. Or was that a comedic timing? I don't know. Comment below. Freudian slip or comedic timing? Oh yeah, I know the answer. Ha ha ha. But yeah, okay, cool. So they worked it out. The kid cooled off. I still stand by 100% of everything I said. Cool. That's the advice. I like doing that first. Oh yeah, log into all of my fucking financial thingies. So maybe your boy's gonna start investing and saving. Like, dude, going from phone to phone is a big pain in the ass. Like, starting this new hard drive with Windows on it. Had to log into everything. I switched. I got an Android. It just stopped working. It just stopped recognizing the SIM card. Everything else on it works perfectly fine. And I had a horrible experience with that, and ended up leaving with an iPhone, which I have had before. And I will say that the iPhone may not have like quite the flexibility, but it just works, and the ecosystem is just very streamlined. And I've ran old iPhones, and I've never had it just shit the bed like the Android did. So whatever, fuck it. I'm an Apple phone guy, and I just never took the time to like put the financial apps on, like the Robinhoods and the crypto apps. But I'm in them. I got into all of them. One of them was giving me a hard time to get into to check when I recharged my Android, and it feels good. I feel like I've made all of the worst financial decisions, and somehow right now at this point in time I'm breaking even. Of course, this is like breaking even of money that I've invested up to 9 years ago. So with inflation, it's probably not breaking even, but just like number wise, I am. So whatever, that's cool. That feels like a little bit of a win. It feels like a good time to get back in the game. So I'm excited to start investing again. Just slow and steady. I think it was really cool to not look at it for a long ass time, maybe like a year and a half. I didn't look at shit, and then of course I missed opportunities, but Trump got in, the money went to shit. So when the money goes to shit, all of your assets and everything that's not money becomes more valuable. So it all makes perfect sense that the stock market it's just going to keep getting better and better as long as inflation and everything keeps spiraling down. As long as the money spirals down, the stocks will spiral up. Ray Dalio has a really interesting explanation of this pattern in history. It has a lot to do with who's the superpower, whose money is like the reserve currency. And basically we're wavering in between ours not being the reserved currency or being like the most coveted currency. And with that comes a lot of instability. And a sign of that is the inflation, that switching and instability is happening. And like I said, when your money is worthless, stocks become worth something. So that's cool. I'm excited to kind of set up a system where I can invest. I went back to work after being sick. Got through it. Everyone was super nice to me. I don't know why I make this shit up in my head. I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna hate me. I think it is part of the ADHD. But yeah, everyone was super nice. I got to work my boring ass job, and I got through it. I didn't feel the greatest, but I'm here, showing up to my life. I got my first follower on Instagram, some crypto girl. So, they followed because they love the content. But yeah, dude, long time coming. Oh my God. I've done this for like a month. I've done this for, a month. And across 3 accounts, I guess I'm not gonna include my TikTok. But yeah, across 3 accounts, I have 6 followers. So pretty tough. Pretty tough go at it. But we're not going to give up. Tomorrow there's going to be a lot of editing. Tomorrow and Sunday I will be doing a lot of editing because I'm way behind on my clips. But I was also thinking that too. Maybe it just really is 6 weeks on, 1 week off. Maybe that is my schedule as far as being productive and consistent without burning out. Because it takes a toll on me, and then we get sick all of a sudden. I don't know. I watched Joe Rogan. I watched the episode with Kurt Metzger. I don't know if anyone here knows about Kurt Metzger. He's a comedian. Super funny. Super into like conspiracies, but in a way that's so different. Right? In a way that's like tries to be grounded. And it's all like super dark and fucked up and you don't want to believe it's real, but the way he like describes things, it's really anxiety inducing and entertaining. And I think that's why I liked him so much, because it was a kind of like right at that fringe of like, certainly stuff you wouldn't talk about in public, but like right on that fringe of it's not believable, but it's like, oh, this makes perfect sense. And it's kind of sometimes, it's sad. It definitely is sad just to think that the whole world's just blackmail. I think that's kind of the long and short of it. Everyone's just blackmailing everyone and then trying to do magic. It's blackmail and shitty magic. And it was interesting to just kind of be back in that space of conspiracies. I think I'm just like, I'm so mad that nothing ever gets done there. It's like, oh, we're kind of in this weird space where we tell you this is how it is. But it's like, okay, cool. Now I just have the weight of that information on me. I don't really have any like way to shake it off to go on. I'd have to be like, oh, well, that's fucking disturbing. I'm just gonna have to be disturbed until that feeling wears off. But I do have a soft spot for Kurt. He helps Kyle Dunnigan with his show. He does like a sketch show with Kyle, and he helps he helps Jimmy Dore with his show. A political commentator, comedian. Good stuff, entertaining. Not good for me and my mental health at the time. So yeah, a little step back into the bad media. The media I've been trying to avoid. Don't start slipping now, Aaron. You're a month in. Just because you got a little sicky poo doesn't mean you can drop the ball. That's cool. I was gonna like dig in my mind for more stuff, but I'm fine with this. This has been a good episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been fun, but we're done. Gotta run. Thank you this time for your time. And until next time, keep on living and loving. Peace.